Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to continue working on our Ninjago Mountain. So far, this is what we've got. It looks pretty plain, but hey, I think it looks pretty big and pretty awesome if you ask me. We built it using all of the rectangular rock pieces, and we've started doing some slope detail work on the side right here. And we've also added a waterfall and some bamboo and some more slope detail work on this side of the mountain. So this thing is actually 3 different components. There's one component right here with the tunnel entrance, another component right here which will face Ninjago City, and then the largest component on the top here, which is the 3-sided mountain. One facing Ninjago City, one facing towards us, and one facing toward the modular buildings. So today we're going to be working on this, and I can't wait to see what we come up with. Let's bring this over to our desk. So a lot of you have probably already joined this journey here as we continue to build our mountain. So our plan today is to hopefully build some steps. That's going to be the first thing that we're going to do here. Before we add all the detail, I think it's important that we get those steps built. You can see we did use one corner rock piece right here. Unfortunately, I ran out of those. So that's why it's a little bit squarish. And also I figured if I kept using those, you can see how it tapers it in a bit. If I kept using those, it'd probably taper it back. So we'd lose a lot of grounds up here for the temple. So today we're going to be building a staircase. That's going to be the first thing we're going to do, because if we add all the details and stuff like that, I'd imagine the staircase would be harder to add. Once all the details are added, so that's definitely the next thing that we're going to do here. And then after that, we're going to start working on the grounds up top here. So it's pretty exciting. Let's get the stairs built. I don't know, is that too basic? It's pretty sketchy, that's for sure. I don't know if I'd be climbing up that, but that's the point, right? You're accessing the Ninjago temple. It's got to be a little bit of a struggle. I mean, not rock climbing struggle status, but sketchy stair climbing status. I know it's pretty simple. It just uses some of those staircase elements, but that's sort of like the vibe that I was going for, was a human-made staircase. And I know there's no handrail as well, but that sort of adds to the overall sketchy of it. Or sketchiness of it, rather. I know it could zigzag up, but I just sort of like it going up that way. And then there would be like an entrance here, and this would all be water, maybe. And then there'll be like a little footbridge coming over top or something like that of the water. And then we'd have a waterfall trickling down the sides, sort of going behind the stairs there. That might look pretty cool. One thing we could do is extend this out. So rather having it 4 studs, the stairs could be 6 studs. We could extend them out using various plates, tiles, jumpers, and stuff like that to add some different colors and stuff to it to make it look more wood. And then we could also add a handrail to it. I don't know if I want to do like the sketchy thing like this, that's pretty basic, or if I want to start adding more parts to it to make it, you know, like have a handrail and everything, or if this is sort of like the vibe that we're going for. And I know it looks pretty basic now, but once we add slopes and bushes and waterfalls and stuff, I think this basic staircase might actually look pretty good once it's all said and done. I don't know. Let's continue the build. So I guess this is what creativity looks like, eh? A giant mess happens all too often down here in the Lego room. But you can see we've added a cylinder railing to some of the platforms on the staircase. Then we've got a pretty cool idea for a bridge that will connect the staircase to the temple eventually. And we've also added a layer of plates underneath the temple here. And eventually we're going to be covering that with the 1x2 trans blue slopes. We add the layer of plate to give it the depth effect, similar to the Ninjago City sets. We also added a backdrop here using some of the rectangular rock panels and also some slopes there. And you know what? We would like that to go taller. But thinking of it, this is the top of the mountain. So it doesn't really need to go taller, because then it technically wouldn't be the top of the mountain. But just a little bit of a backdrop there looks pretty good. And then we've also added some bamboo here as well. So now we've got to create our border going around our pool of water using all of the slopes, and also tile all of our water and add more bamboo stalks. Slowly but surely, just getting it done, I guess. The stairs leading to the top of the mountain, where we now have our bridge right here. We just built it using some cylinders and some of the 1x2/1x4 profile bricks in reddish brown there. Then we topped them with the 1x1 circular brown tiles. You can see we've got all sorts of bamboo elements there, and also these little leaves in the olive color and the large bamboo stalks going around back there. Obviously we're missing something, And that's the temple. Let's place it and see how it looks. Well, look at that. It's perfect. We actually customized the temple. So it's got like a little landing right here and the stairs that come up. This thing has been rendered so many times. It's not in its original state. It usually has like the little fishing shacks on either side and then a statue in the middle. And the statue is on this. I believe it's of Wu. But it's just been rendered so many different times. So I decided just to customize this area here so that it lines up with our bridge and just better accommodates, or is better accommodated by the mountain rather. So we have some other stuff that we got to do now, and that's waterfalls and slopes. Let's get to it. Oh, this mountain is a beast. It's beauty. This is the best job we've ever done for anything Ninjago. So on this side, we've got a waterfall. You can see it's covered in bamboo and slopes and little cheese wedges in light gray and dark gray. This side here has no waterfall, but it's got the bird's nest. There's Wu out front of the temple. And then over here we have another waterfall. So you can see the water just sort of trickles off the mountain, down behind the stairs there. I know the water doesn't really come from anywhere. Just have to use our imagination. This is Lego, right? So we're going to be placing it in the Lego city as well. Can you believe that it's going to get a lot taller than this? Because we still have those other mountain panels, right? So when we place it in the Lego city, it's going to be substantially larger. So why don't we go ahead and do that right now? Actually, there's one thing that we got to do before placing it, and that is move this table leg right there. I'm just going to move an inch to the left because the train does bump into it. So then when we actually get it placed, we'll be able to operate the train, have the train going through the tunnel there. Pretty excited about that. They're really easy to move. Just got to pull that screw out, move the table leg over an inch, and away we go, right? Pretty cool. So let's get that done as well. Oh yeah, and one other thing I forgot to mention is we added a bunch of slopes right here. There's just some open dark tan plates there. And I was like, oh, that doesn't really make sense having open dark tan plates. Why don't we fill that in with some slopes and cheese wedges? And I just think it looks a lot better and sort of completes the package of the temple. So yeah, the cool thing about it is it's on a Mills plate. So it's pretty solid. You can really just pick it up just like that there. I could technically take the temple off. In fact, I probably should. But nobody got time for that, right? It is a bit sketchy coming in. I technically probably should have moved this panel here because the slopes on said panel come up over, oh, yep, okay. They come up over the table edge, and that's the panel right here with the cliff edge, so you can see it's like up on its angle. Yeah, so maybe I should have moved that. Oh yeah, I broke it. Okay, this probably wasn't wise. I'm gonna move it. Okay, so now we've moved the panel. I'm always trying to take the shortcut, hey? Oh, we've got to move over all the modular buildings too. Forgot about that. Every single modular building's got to move over too because that's our trailhead there. So I got to move those over too. I'm really not thinking this through, am I? Okay, I'm going to move all the modular buildings over now. Uh-oh, it looks like my train's running low on batteries. Let's get it fired up though for this, right? I think. Hopefully my track's connected behind there. I think it is. But we've got the mountain placed. And the train should pass through the tunnel now that we've moved that leg. Now, because it goes around the corner, my sidewalk might be a little bit tall, you'll see. Does it bump into it a little bit? Is that the sidewalk that it's hitting? Possibly. Let's give it some more juice. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, we've got the temple place there. The mountain. Yeah, looks pretty good. Jose was like, oh, you built it a bit tall. Like, uh-oh, it derailed. Oh, what happened there? Oh, there's something on the track. Whoops. What did I have on the track? Oh, I better grab my remote. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we almost caught something on camera here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I left this on the track. It just leaves a waterfall on the track. That was so close. Oh wow. All right, an average YouTuber would refilm all of what I just did there, but we're not an average YouTuber, are we? No. I think that's good stuff right there. That's the trial and error of the Lego City, that's for sure. Glad to see the trains running though. So where was I? Yeah, we built it pretty tall there, but you can still see the details up top. Looks pretty fresh, hey? Lots of work that we still need to do, such as build our little trailhead entrance right there. We could also turn this into a corner modular building potentially rather than assembly square. That might look pretty cool. We're gonna have to add some sort of detail there. Obviously fix this road here. So build some sort of mills plate that goes that way and then have the entrance there. And then also have a little creek probably running down somewhere because obviously the waterfall comes down beside that staircase there on the opposite side. So we're gonna have to decide what to do there. Then we've got to finish up all of this rock work here. You can see, like I said earlier, we did this corner here, but we've got to do this whole panel here and this whole panel there. And then these panels as well, we've got to detail them, but that one there in the corner is done just behind the corner garage. And then I slid over all of the platform coverings, and you can see I've left one big space open there. That's because we actually have to create some sort of tunnel entrance there. Now I don't know what I'm going to do because that table leg is obviously positioned not ideal for a tunnel entrance. However, what we could do is just put a black backdrop on the tunnel entrance so it's as if that is going into the tunnel. It's not like cars are actually going to drive under there, right? So when I do build that tunnel entrance, maybe there's just a black backdrop inset, I don't know, 6 or 8 studs or something like that, maybe just right up against that table leg, and build some sort of forced perspective tunnel, if you will. We've still got to render our road up here and get working on all of this stuff and extend our platform covering over there. Obviously, there's a new roller coaster coming out, so we're going to have to decide how we're going to tailor the amusement park to fit that when that time comes. Now, back over here, one modular building, or I guess it's sort of like a modular building that we could move up top here on the platform. I just said corner modular. Oh my gosh, scrap that. I'm sorry, guys. We could bring the Spring Lantern Festival up there if we wanted. That could go up there and that would look pretty cool up there. Wow, I can't believe I can't believe I forgot about it. I'm going on about a corner modular building and we could very easily bring the Spring Lantern Festival up there. I can already see the comment section filling up with comments saying, no, 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 put the Spring Lantern Festival up there. It'd be way better than a corner modular building. That's funny. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we still got to do up there. Also, I'm thinking about having the waterfall come down here into the pool of water. We could also have a little creek running through the campground and then conjoining over here to the boatyard. What I could do is just put some arches underneath this dock and the little river could just flow underneath that portion of the dock. So that's something that we could do as well in the near future. So lots to think about, sort of scatterbrained because my train almost derailed and I got a little bit flustered there for the outro. I do apologize about that, but just the nature of the Lego City. I think the new and improved Ninjago Mountain is definitely coming along. Lots of work still ahead of us here for making it perfect and for blending it into the Lego City. And the Lego City is just, like it's a process. It is taking quite some time to build how we want it in this new layout. But that's what I like about the new layout. The other layout was so close to being done, and this one is so far from being done, so it's pretty cool. Everybody, thank you so much for popping on by. We hope you enjoyed the video. And remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out here on the YouTube channel. And have yourselves a fantastic day.